Namaste. Welcome. Welcome to the class. Thank you. Some of you aspire to go out of the country and spread the dance to another group of people, another culture. And when you look at this whole phenomenon of diaspora, Singapore comes as very special for Bharatanatyam because such a small place, but it has given so much importance to Bharatanatyam due to varieties and many reasons. Singapore has relatively a short history of Bharatanatyam between the years about 1819 to 1945. Indian workers were brought by the British to Singapore from various Indian states like Madras, Bengal, Punjab, Orissa and Gujarat. And they carried with them their culture, folk songs, music, dance and so forth. There are also early 20th century Tamil literary accounts of the courtesans in Singapore. Both Tamil and Telugu speaking Devadasi, Kalavantulu communities had arrived the region. In the early 20th century, classical dance and music from South India were performed by visiting artist troupes. Temples were the center of music and dance from 1920s to 40s and provided artists a platform, especially during Navratri and Mandala Abhishekam. After having the self-government in 1959, Singapore formed a Ministry of Culture to encourage the preservation and development of Chinese, Malay and Indian dances. Bharatanatyam is said to have transmitted as one of the first South Asian art forms from India to Singapore. In 1959 to 69, these 10 years are considered to be the pre-professional dance years, as economy was the main concern during that time. Therefore, the dance faced the years of struggle for establishment. The development of Bharatanatyam form in Singapore is based on its social, economical and political development. Although there has always been a conflict and a struggle for the acceptance and rejection of influence of the Western dance style, time to time serious efforts are made to preserve the authenticity of the art forms. Singapore, being a multi-racial country, provides opportunities for all the cultures to grow simultaneously and in harmony. Singapore built its first national theatre in 1963 and People's Association Dance Company was found in 1970. Indian migrants in Singapore felt the need of teaching Indian music and dance to their children, but naturally, in order to keep up self-identity and the culture, which resulted in founding schools for imparting training in Indian classical music and dance during the early years of 1949 to 77 or further, in a period where formal performances, spaces and organizations such as Esplanade, the Sebastian, National Arts Council had yet to establish themselves. Temples provided the platform for many artists and students during the temple festivals, which is a similar case even today in India. K.P. Bhaskar and Bhaskar's Arts Academy. The premier academy of performing arts, Bhaskar's Arts Academy, was founded in 1952 by Mr. Krishna Pillai Bhaskar. K.P. Bhaskar was an award-winning dance artist, a legend in his own time and a dance icon. In his young age, he took training from a celebrated dancer, Gopinath. He also received patronage from the Maharaja of Travancore. Subsequently, he learnt Kathakali, Manipuri, Kathak, Sri Lankan Kandyan dance and even ballet. He also had privilege of learning under the famous Uday Shankar. Bhaskar went to Sri Lanka and became close friend to the High Commissioner and received an opportunity to travel to Australia. On the way, he stopped over in Singapore and by a strange twist of fate, he remained in Singapore only for the rest of his life. Mrs. Shanta Bhaskar joined her husband in 1957. Mrs. Bhaskar was trained in Kerala Kalamandalam. Both husband and wife contributed a lot to preserve, promote and propagate Indian classical dance, especially Bharatanatyam and Kathakali. Bhaskars maintain a record of most active, creative and bright career in the field of teaching and performing. The academy also holds Nrityalaya music and dance classes in collaboration with community centers. The academy holds its own Kathakali troupe, the only of its kind in world outside India. It runs gallery dedicated to Indian visual arts. They expanded their vision of popularizing Indian dance and music by collaborating with Indonesian, Thai, Malay and even modern dance styles. Recently, one of the senior students of Srimati Shanta Bhaskar, Nirmala Sheshadri, urged with an idea and organized an international dance conference in Singapore in December 2014 with the help of her guru and supported by National Arts Council. Singapore Indian Fine Arts Society, known more as SIFAS, was born in 1949 by a joint effort of S.N. Durai, K.P.A. Menon and R.V. Subban, with a thought of providing opportunity to Indian children to attend the performances and learn Indian classical music and dance. In the early years, the society's main focus was on presenting music and dance concert by the local artists as well as artists from overseas. But later on, realizing the need of academy for the training in Indian classical dance and music, they concentrated their efforts in forming an academy in 1956. It began with the staff of 12 and today it has a principal, academy register, 22 full-time teachers, 1500 over members and 1800 students learning different disciplines such as Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Carnatic vocal, violin, veena, mridangam, Hindustani vocal, sitar, tabla and visual arts. SIFAS follows Kalakshetra style and has the curriculum of Bharatanatyam. It hires teachers and examiners from Kalakshetra. SIFAS took initiative to hold 15 days long music and dance festival first time in 2003, which showcased talents from Singapore as well as from outside countries. The festival has grown bigger and bigger over the period of time in terms of quality performances by renowned artists and large audiences from various regions. In past 66 years of SIFA's history, several famous dancers and musicians from India have visited the academy to perform and conduct workshops, and many joined the academy to teach music and dance. The first full-time teachers were a team of husband and wife, Shankari Krishnan and Vadakancheri Krishnan. Shankari, an alumna of Darpana and Kalakshetras, taught Bharatanatyam, vocal and veena, and Krishnan taught mridangam. The syllabus was set for initial 5 years and another 3 years of advanced course. At the completion of 8 years, a student receives a diploma certificate and Visharad award is given to a student who receives the highest marks. Today, SIFAS is the biggest institution of Indian arts in Singapore. Dr. Uma Rajan played an important role in preserving and promotion of art and culture in Singapore. Since mid-1950s, Uma Rajan is known for her multiple personalities of being dancer, musician, choreographer, distinguished master of ceremonies, promoter of classical programs, and advisor to cultural organizations including community centers, early members of National Arts Council, conceptualizer, and first director of Festival of Asian Performing Arts. Another important pioneering figure in Bharatanatyam history of Singapore is Rati Karthikeshu, who held center stage from 1950 to 70. She began her training in dance at the time when dance was not considered as a respected art form. With strong determination and passion to pursue dance, she overcame the odd and took training firstly from K.P. Bhaskar and later from Shankari Krishnan, a Kalakshetra trained dancer in CFAS. She performed widely in Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, and the United Kingdom. Apsara Arts was founded in Singapore in 1977 by Sri S. Satyalingam and Srimati Neila Satyalingam of Kalakshetra, India. Both husband and wife are of Sri Lankan origin. Neila also learned Kathak, Kathakali, Mohiniyattam and Manipuri apart from Bharatanatyam. She taught in Kalakshetra for a few years and married to a musician, Satyalingam. In mid-1970s, Satyalingam secured a job as a regional manager in a chemical company in Singapore, and the couple moved to Singapore. They established Apsara Arts, which started with 20 students and grew rapidly in strength of student numbers and significance. Trained under their institutions, many serious students have branched out in and outside of Singapore, Malaysia, Australia, Japan, Sri Lanka, United Kingdom, France and America under the names of Apsaras. Neila ran classes at Cairnhill and Tanglin community centers and was appointed in 1982 by the People's Association to form a dance group and perform at various community centers. This was in alignment with government's intent to involve people across all strata of society in cultural activities. She has choreographed dance productions for over 30 Chingye parades which take place every year during the Chinese New Year. Focusing on creative productions, Apsaras has grown into professional dance company since 2007 and participated in many national and international festivals. Recognizing their contribution in the field, National Arts Council Singapore have chosen Apsara Arts Limited for major grant for the April 2014 to March 2017. Temple of Fine Arts, also known as Kala Mandir, was founded in 1981 by Swami Shantananda Saraswati of India. Their initial offerings were student performances and short dance ballets, which grew over the period of time into full-length dance dramas and musical productions. The spirit created by Swamiji is continued by TFA, where everybody, whether trained or otherwise, joins in during the preparation of stage productions, homegrown musicals and dance talents, script writers, painters, backdrop creators, housewives doing makeup and tailoring costumes, and even designing and making jewelry, all performed with a strong family spirit and lots of fun. Temple of Fine Arts offers both the genres of North and South Indian music and dance. Besides Singapore, they have branches in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, Penang, Malacca, Johor Bahru, and Coimbatore, Pune, and Chennai, Sri Lanka, USA, in Australia. Over past 20 years, Temple of Fine Arts has presented many large-scale productions like Swan Lake, Madam Butterfly, Legend of Princess, Masuri, and particularly Ramayana, involving Indian, Indonesian, and Thai dance forms. Kamakshi Jayaraman, a disciple of Vaduvar Ramaya Pillai, served as a dance tutor at TFA from 1984 to 1996. Rajalakshmi Shekhar has been teaching Carnatic music for 25 years. In keeping with its objective of offering arts and culture to the masses with less emphasis on financial returns, Temple of Fine Arts' approach is not to charge admission fees for public performances, but instead to extend invitations to the public and accept donations to meet up the production cost. And what is the impact of Bharatanatyam on other communities in Singapore? It's living in a multicultural society helps in exploring arts of cultures and traditions of other than your own. Many distinguished Chinese and Malay artists have been influenced by the Indian performing arts and Indian culture. The late Richard Tan is the first Singaporean citizen of Chinese origin to have learnt Bharatanatyam from Kalakshetra and perform Arangetram. He was enchanted by the beauty of an Indian dance performance by Tejong Kotong Girls' School and decided to learn. In 1960, he got chance to learn from K.P. Bhaskar. He soon mastered simple items and was encouraged to perform. He went on to perform in many variety stores, festivals, temples and in the prestigious venues like Victoria Theatre. He wanted to pursue Bharatanatyam more seriously, so he sought an interview with Rukmini Devi Arundale, who was visiting Singapore in the summer of 1963. He was given admission and in 1965 he travelled to Madras to join Kalakshetra. His passion for dance transcended the questions of culture. After training in Kalakshetra, he returned to Singapore and arranged a program for Kalakshetra troupe with the help of CFAS. He left again for India to learn music and trained in Thevaram and Thirupugal singing. He performed in the Meenakshi, Madurai and Chidambaram temples in India. Multiracial Singapore has many such examples of bridging cultures through the medium of art. Dr. Chu Su Pong, a scholar of Chinese opera, made a mark by adapting Indian epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata into his own artistic journeys. Dr. Cho Su Pong collaborated and worked with dance pioneers Santha Bhaskar and Nela Satyalingam for many years as part of Singapore's early initiatives to build multicultural harmony and the Singaporean identity. In his young age, he learned from K.P. Bhaskara and decided to perform the Ramayana as a Chinese dance production. In 1971, he first staged a puppet show showcasing Indonesian puppets in Chinese dialogues. Almost 20 years later, in 1988, he wrote the Ramayana as a Chinese play for children, which he has successfully staged in Singapore and later adapted as Tochun, Hokkien, Cantonese and Yung Mai opera. These different genres of Chinese companies in international theatre festivals in 17 countries since its premiere in Stuttgart, Germany in 1991. Chu Su Pong's creations are a great example of multicultural experiments that can travel beyond Singapore shores. The founder of Sri Vairison Som Seth Performing Arts Limited, Som Sood, is another cultural medallion winner. He saw Indian dance in 1965 at the rehearsal studio, the National Theatre Club, where K.P. Bhaskar was rehearsing. Som Sood found the dance form so beautiful that she went to Shanta Bhaskar's home to take the lessons. Those 10 to 12 sessions became turning point for her to create Indian dance pieces. She continued to learn Indian dance and teach Malay dance. Later she met Neil Satyalingam in the 1980s and has continued to work with her in collaborative projects till today. Sonny Lim, Assistant Director, Arts and Culture, Students and Alumni Affairs Department of Temasek Polytechnic, had a very distinguished career as Bharatanatyam artist. As a young boy, he was inspired watching a broadcast of Southeast Asian Festival of Arts on television. He learned basics of Bharatanatyam at Dr. Chandra Bhanu's academy. After 2 years of break, he joined Shanti Rajendra's classes and performed his Arangetra. After seeing his performance, the president of CFAS invited him to perform the following year. He continued giving solo performances with live orchestra. Later, he collaborated with dancer Sharmila Gunasingham for several productions. He also contributed in writing dance articles and reviews for local news papers and magazines. He has formed an Indian dance group at Thammasik Polytechnic. Osman Abdul Hamid, acclaimed dancer and choreographer, joined People's Association and the former Srivan Malay Dance Group in 1979. A tutor and choreographer of NUS Ilsa Tari since 1995. He is also the choreographer of People's Association Malay Dance Group. Osman was conferred the prestigious Singapore Youth Award in 93 and Young Artist Award by the National Arts Council in 94. He was also appointed as the member of the Board of Directors of Malay Heritage Center from 2007 to 2009. Osman has worked with Nail Satyalingam, Shanta Bhaskar, Madhavi Krishnan, Manimaran and Dhananjayans. He has played the roles of Jatayu and Hanuman in Ramayana. Yambum Fong, a senior specialist of Students Development Curriculum Division, Ministry of Education, learned Bharatanatyam from Shanta Bhaskar and Niveen Harshal at Nrityalayas Aesthetic Society and even performed Arangetram in 2011. Before working at the Ministry of Education as a dance education officer, she taught dance in secondary school for more than 14 years. Bu Fong has developed dance modules for the program for active learning to engage primary school children through creative movement and cultural dance, as well as lead research projects on the assessment of dance, dance learning outcomes and safe dance practice. Lo Kok Wai was a trained dancer in various styles like contemporary jazz, western, ballet and so. He was very attracted to Bharatanatyam from Indian dance. So he joined CFAS and started learning under Bala Guru Nathan. He also got chance to perform in some productions. Later he started learning under Dr. Siri Rama. He was culturally close to Buddhist philosophies and got to participate in production based on Buddha in Singapore and India with Dr. Siri Rama. Lo Kok Wai continued exploring Javanese dance and Indian dance at his master's program at the National Institute of Education. He continues his journey by using Indian dance movements in contemporary performances and culture. And some of the new venues are University Cultural Center Hall and Theatre. It was founded in 2000 at the National University of Singapore. The Esplanade Theatres on the Bay in year 2002, Lee Foundation Theatre at the Nanyang Academy of Fine Arts in 2004, the Drama Center in the new building of the National Library which opened in 2005, the Concert Hall, Drama Theatre and Studio Theatre at the School of Arts and renovated Capitol Theatre opened in 2015. The Festivals of Indian Dance and Music, Kala Utsavam, was launched in 2002. Esplanade hosts an annual Indian festival called Kala Utsavam during the Deepavali festive period. Started as a 3-day period and 3-day festival, it has since then grown into 10-day festival that presents an interesting selection of contemporary and traditional performances by acclaimed Indian artists from Singapore and abroad. The CFAS Festival of Indian Classical Music and Dance began in 2003. It has become a significant and much anticipated event in the Indian cultural calendar of Singapore. The Surya organization was registered in 2005 in Singapore, focusing on Indian classical arts. The organization was started in India 37 years ago by Surya Krishnamurthy and has spread all over India in over 20 countries. Madhura Dhwani started as a celebration of the birth centenary of musical legend G.N. Balasubramaniam in 2010. Samarpan Dance Festival started 3 years ago by Shruti Laya. So these were some of the festivals that are happening in Singapore, propagating and praising Indian arts and culture. Alpana Arts was founded in 1999 by V. Raghuraman and Bhanumati Raghuraman. This institution offers courses in Veena, Carnatic vocal, violin, flute, mridangam and Bharatanatyam. Global Indian Cultural Center was started in 2004 by Global Indian International School. The school offers Indian dance and music as part of its curricula and until grade 5 in primary school. The various disciplines with the GICC offers are Carnatic vocal, violin, keyboard, flute, Hindustani vocal, tabla and dances, Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Odissi and Kathak. Bharatanjali was founded by Natyacharya Mani V. Balakrishnan in 1990 and formally registered as an institution in 2007 after he resigned the job. He is an eminent Bharatanatyam dancer and teaches Bharatanatyam in his institution. Kalapeetham is run by a very senior Kalakshetriyan Srimati Sita Ramava Sandra Segaran. Kalapeetham was founded by Sitaram Sharma and it has many branches across the world. Sitaravamma taught in CFAS for more than a decade and after coming out of CFAS, she started her own school. Bharata's arts founders Saugandhi Kumar Guru and Jayanti Balasubramaniam are also trained in Kalakshetra style of Bharatanatyam and have so far received many prestigious awards. Like this, Shruti Laya, Chitrakala Arts, Kanaka Sabha, Chauk, Maya Dance Theatre, Akasha Ganga, Art D Theatre, Rangashala. These are some of the schools formed by young dancers. Art Lahari Rangashala is another recent addition to Bharatanatyam scene in Singapore. It is founded by Bharatanatyam dancer Srimati Meenal Merai, who holds master's degree in Bharatanatyam from the Faculty of Performing Arts, MS University. She also served CFAS for about a decade. After founding, Meenal has presented many dance programs and has got support of National Arts Council and dance funds. In the past years, many Bharatanatyam, Odissi, Kathak, Kathakali, Mohiniyattam and Kuchipudi dancers have come and stayed in Singapore. All of them have contributed in some or the other way in the Indian dance growth in Singapore. In fact, some of them have made Singapore as their permanent home, whereas some of them returned back to their own countries after temporary stay in Singapore. Today in Singapore, Bharatanatyam dance style has become inextricably part of culture. It has not only gained popularity among all the races in Singapore, but has also occupied an important place in the curricula of international and local schools as well as National University of Singapore as part of the CCA, that is co-curricular activities. Bharatanatyam is the most commonly practiced dance form in Singapore. In present Singapore, there are many opportunities in the field of art. Apsara Arts presents Dance India Asia Pacific Dance, a workshop by internationally renowned dancers year by year of India for last 4 years, created by Milafest in the UK, UK's Indian Arts Development Trust. Dance India is a visionary dance educational program designed for students, teachers and performing artists of Indian classical dance. Bhaskar's Art Academy held international conference on Bharatanatyam in December 2014. Mainstream media that has played an important vital role in sustaining and nurturing Indian arts in Singapore over last 70 years include print media like Tamil Marasu, The Straits Times and Tabala, and broadcast media like Vasantham Television, Surya, a Malay channel, Singapore and Oli 96.8 Tamil FM radio station. Even magazines like India Say, Vanilla and such have been promoting Indian arts and artists. The High Commissioner of India, Singapore has been a great source of support to many events organizers in Singapore by liaising with the Indian government in Indian Council for Cultural Relations. I think such activity happening in other countries is very encouraging for learning and making great strengths and strides for Bharatanatyam. Thank you. Bye-bye.